All right. Oops. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Hi, Rose Blue. Hi, Leanna. So, yeah, there's a lot going on today, isn't there? So, today is where Krasnov, aka Frump, that's his the name that the Russians gave him in the 80s. So sick. Anyway, so today is the day for tariffs. So they've gone into effect. I guess we can talk about that today. But all right. Feel free to ask your questions, guys or ladies, as you always do. Please, if you're out there and watching, please subscribe so that you can chat and help me build my channel back up. So, hello, Sheilah with the H on the end, Leanna. See the spelling down here. so, yeah. So, yeah, I guess we can read on that. And what else is in my? I was going to look at the higher prices and possible blowback. So, as I was getting ready this morning, and I've kind of been feeling this for a while with all of this stuff, there's only so much that the American people can really take. And with all of these cuts and things that they're doing and the prices going up and things like that, there's going to be a breaking point. And I kind of liken the situation to this stew that's just boiling, and you keep putting stuff in and it just keeps getting worse. And I mean, it might taste like something and then maybe it's not. I don't know, it could be just mush later on, but he keeps just throwing more stuff at us. And eventually you're going to hit a boiling point. Hi, Fatima. And it's going to blow up. And so I don't think, yes, he has a lot of explaining to do. And I know tonight he's going to Congress. This is not the State of the Union. It is not the State of the Union. It's just him talking to Congress. It's being treated a lot like that, but it's not the State of the Union. But he's going to be there and they're going to bring a lot of people. But it'd be interesting to see people's reactions, although I don't know that I can tolerate watching him. I can't stand to hear him talk. It just grates at me. But let me get back to my point. It's just that all of this stuff that keeps happening. Hi, Corey. I mean, the list just goes on. We've got the dismantling of the federal government. We've got they want to get rid of Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security. People depend on that. They want to, he's pretty much thrown out the Constitution. I mean, I was reading something this morning too, where somebody was basically saying that the Constitution is just sort of there right now. It's just a symbol because he's already going around it. We're already in a constitutional crisis. We have that. We have got, the veterans are taking hits. They're trying to take away their health care, VA benefits. A lot of veterans are getting fired from the federal government. I've worked with a lot of veterans when I was there. And, people come out of the military and then they go to the government and continue to work because they're, these people have so much knowledge and that it's a livelihood. And there's a lot of work, again, that federal employees do. And so all of this stuff is happening. We've got contracts that are just being broken willy-nilly. You just can't break a contract, and the federal government's going to get sued. There's going to be all that stuff. You have contractors losing their jobs. You have got people losing their houses. This is going to be really bad. And so I'm thinking there's going to be a breaking point at some point. This stew that he is building is going to blow up. We've got what's going on with Ukraine, how he wants to throw that off. He's adding the tariffs. Prices are going higher. The whole stuff with ICE, or he's trying to do this mass deportation. He's not doing anything about the higher prices. He's not. And changing the way that we're viewed throughout the world. And all the people that fought, all the veterans who fought for America and assisted our allies throughout the world, or fought in other wars in defense of America after 9/11 and things like that. All of these people, it's like our identity as Americans too is being screwed with. And there's a boiling point. It's going to be, and we're starting to see it. People are getting mad, and they're standing up, and they're going to the town halls, and you're seeing protests, and stock is getting hit. They're hitting Husk the right way. I hate to say his name. And so there's just all of this craziness going on. He's making enemies out of our allies. He's getting close to Putin and all this stuff. This can't go on. And I just know something is going to happen. I feel like it's going to happen in 2025. And I did see the stuff that happened to him this summer, and I'm not going to say what I think, because again, like I said yesterday, I don't want the Secret Service. I don't know who it's going to come from, but he is going to feel it, and JD Vance is going to feel it. And if anything does happen to Krasnov, and yesterday somebody asked, will JD Vance be the president? And no, I don't see that. I think if that were to happen, and this is kind of what I'm thinking, and it's not good either, but I feel like they would impeach JD Vance, and then the next person would be Michael Johnson, which is not good unless it switches over. But, we've got to get the Democrats need to get the House. Well, whoever the Speaker of the House. Okay, I'm just saying. But whoever the Speaker of the House is, it could switch in 2026. But no, that would be horrible, Leanna. I'm with you on that. But I'm just saying that it's just something, if this keeps up like this, I don't know. But if it keeps on like this, I just feel like something big is going to go down, because I don't see America just allowing ourselves to become, an autocracy. I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. It's just been gnawing at me. And it just feels like something's got to give. And I don't believe that we're just going to lay down and take it. And, I've been looking on to see what some of the feds are feeling on the Reddit thread, and they're getting frustrated. And some people want to leave, which I don't blame them, because I know I did, but I did it because I also wanted to get out here and have my voice. But, it's just something is going to pop somewhere. So then change will occur, and probably for the better. But it's just, I don't want to alarm anyone. It's not anything. I just think it would be for the better if we could stop this. So it's got to be, but we need to keep doing our thing out here. People need to keep talking to your representatives. If you can protest, if not, just do the other ones where don't spend or whatever form you can do peacefully, then do it. But it's going to take all of us. Okay. And Leanne is saying, I work in the film business and we do tons of work in Canada. We are friends with Canada. Yes, we are. This is insane. Yes. And I love Canada. I've been to Canada. And it was wonderful. And the people up there are great. And I'm friends with a lot of Canadians in here. And, we love Canada. And and Ukraine, Slava Ukraine. So this channel is pro-democracy. So just saying, that's what this is. All right. Anyway, I guess we can go and look at the tariffs, what kind of impact this is going to have, or how long they're going to last. And feel free to put your questions in. as usual. And let's start this. I'm trying to do this about every day, about around the same time, and see how it goes. And as I'm getting myself back in here, I'm kind of doing it by myself for a little bit so I can get my chops back. So, but hopefully we can do this again tomorrow. So, all right, but let's keep going because I just got started. So, all right. Oh, thank you, Fatima. Yes. All right, wait, I need a sip of water. Let's again with the toothpaste. It's like, I don't know. It always dries out my throat. All right, well, I've got the camera up here, and I think I fixed the angle. It should look a little bit more clear, or a little clearer. I'm saying that wrong. I can hear my mom. What? What did you say? Okay. All right, let's take a look at these tariffs. I don't know. And I might want to look at Ukraine, too. So I'm worried about Ukraine. You know, all this craziness. It's just, I don't know. The tariffs may or may not last long, depending on how many people are complaining about it. So I feel like, you know, people need to continue, and it's pain, and we shouldn't have to complain about everything like this. But, you know, it just feels like no one's listening anymore. The legislative branch isn't listening. POTUS isn't listening, or FOTUS. I shouldn't call him POTUS. Oh, all right. And just remember, for entertainment purposes only. All right. Yeah. So this is just kind of my energy, what I pick up from things, and what the cards say. I use the cards to kind of help suss out what's going on. It may or may not give me the information, but you know, I don't necessarily say I see the future, but you know, pick up on what's going on, and I'm feeling that stew big time right now. It's got to give. All right, we're going to look at these tariffs and how long they may last. All right. We got judgment. People aren't going to like this. The people do not like this. Hey, GDB. Don't like it. Knight of Wands. All right, I'm actually going to leave these guys reversed right now. I'm feeling the reversals. I think more so on this version of the channel than the last one. I didn't seem to like reading them for some unknown reason. I just wasn't. All right, so we've got judgment. So yeah, the people are going to get mad. And this is going to be a situation for a lot of the countries involved. So we have Canada, we've got China, we've got Mexico. Oh my God, did I say China that way? Okay, sorry. But they're going to end up paying more too. So nobody wins in this. And yeah, the people are going to complain. I heard something this morning on the news that I'll share in a minute. But then Knight of Wands is also in here. So this is very much like it's happening quickly. And we're there right now. Today is the day. And you know, I think it's going to take the citizens to do some pushing back on this, because a lot of people are going to feel this. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be comfortable. We're all going to feel it. I'm probably going to feel it more than I ever have, because now I'm not getting a paycheck. So yeah. So now we have towards the future, the Seven of Cups reversed. So I think everyone kind of sees through the situation. Like, this is our illusion delusion card, but because it's reversed, it's sort of the way I'm looking at it is that, you know, we are able to see through it. We know that this is just this thing. Like, he feels tough. It's all about ego for him. Like, he feels like he has to win, you know, it's ego for him. But we see that. We understand why he's doing it. This is not going to help anybody. We're aware. It is definitely not a win with the Ace of Cups reverse. He's going to all that, everything that he came in claiming that he was going to do is falling away. It's all coming out of the cup. It's dumping it. He's just dumping it. but there's no goodwill with this man ever. So, you know, you can take it or leave it. I don't know. He's just not nothing. It's just all lies and trying to pull the wool over our eyes that it's good for us, but it's not. And we're all going to have to pay for this. So people do. All right, I want to see on this one, get a little clarification. All right, let's see. Ooh, I've got the Hierophant. Okay, I'm going to leave strength reversed. Okay, so when I'm clarifying on this, I have the government over here. So he basically feels like he is the government. And that's basically what he's trying to do. He's just going to lord over everybody and make it be. But there's going to come a point, again, another breaking point with this guy. So the people aren't going to like it. And, you know, I do really believe that the American people have more power than we sometimes think we do. We can make change. So he's going to realize that this isn't the way to go here. And I know this, never noticed that before. This one's close to this moon over here. But it's like, so we're not totally sure what is going to happen, but he's coming in weaker. This move is making us weaker as a country and him also. Yes. Yeah, no benefit of the doubt, Leah. I wouldn't give him the benefit. He doesn't deserve it. No benefit. And one last card. Yeah. The message. I guess we're going to need to, he's going to have to get the message from the American people. So, yeah. So we do need to complain. But it didn't answer my question as far as, is it going to go on for a long time? So let's pull some more cards on that. I have to remember to continue and dig deeper in it. Sometimes I forget what my initial question was. So I got to go back and do some more. We can look at a little bit more. So I want to get a little deeper in some of these questions than I used to do. So feel free to ask questions associated with it. All right, I want to see if it's going to go on a long time. Okay. All right. I'm going to pull maybe 3 cards. I don't know. I don't want to do a whole spread on it. Okay. Well, all right. This is good. So, all right. We've got the 4 of Swords over here, which is a pause. But he's just doing this. It's not really, we did have a little bit of a prelude, 30 days. But yeah, now it's going forward. I do have that it's temporary here. This is a temporary situation here, temporary crisis. And then we get into celebration. Now, is a 3? It could be 3 months. It could be just the celebration that we'll be happy when it's over. But I do have temporary. So hopefully it won't be too long. But I think it's going to be, again, like the previous reading, we're going to have to push back on him. So, because it's nonsense, all of this. All right. Let me get my face back over here. Hello, hello. Will more Republicans step away? Let me see. All right, let's see. Let me go through and see if you guys have any questions in here. So it's good to see everyone. As I slowly get back in here, don't forget, like and subscribe. All right. I'll grab your question here. Will more Republicans start to step away from Trump? Yeah, I like to read on this one periodically. I do see some, but let's take another look and see. We'll do this guy. The Rainbow Tarot for March. Yeah. They had 3. Today they said 3 already. We need more to step away. Okay, that's good. They need to because they have abdicated and they need to protect the country. I mean, for goodness sakes. Murkowski. Oh, Murkowski. Yeah, but she sometimes goes over. And I don't think we can even count on Joni Ernst anymore. Okay, will more Republicans step away? Not defended the Constitution. And basically, they are neutered. Stupid. Utter stupidity. Ooh. Ace of Swords. I see a Chariot in there. Ooh. Well, if they don't, there's going to be certain ruin over here. All right. Well, we have the Ace of Swords. So it does feel like, yes, some will start to move away. We've got the Queen of Cups over here too. So, I mean, they're feeling, it's emotional for people to watch us become a pariah and that neutered. They're, they are basically, people are proud to be Americans because we stood on the side of right and for democracy and for other countries. And so it's important that we get back to normal. So there may be some who are feeling that and who have, served on the right side of, morality and the country, who may be wanting to move away. And I do have the Chariot, so there is some movement. So some people might be breaking off. So you might be right. That there's 3. So that could be happening. And then this one is, which one is this? Is this the World? This is a weird one if it is. No, 20. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, anyway, so it's like there is some kind of ending in sight. It just feels like, because if they don't, we're going to lose the country. Hi, Pegasus. So there is going to be pain if they do not walk away. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. So I think there might be some more. Again, 4 of Swords. We got that pause. 2 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah. So it might take a little bit of work. And maybe the Democrats might be working on peeling some of these people away from them, from this situation, because they need to get people to stop the behavior going on in Washington right now. Oh, Susan Collins. Yes, she does go back and forth. Looked ill during that meeting. Yes. Oh, I know they know it's all wrong, but it's just madness that they won't stand up. It just doesn't make any sense. But yeah, there's that balancing act that they're doing, so they're going to have to they're trying not to make the orange Krasnov mad in the White House. So, and they're walking a fine line. There's a lot of that. So it's taking time. And, I guess they're putting a lot of thought into the situation with the 4 of Swords and trying to figure out the best approach. But we just need them to just stand up. And so it's going to take a little bit of work on their account. Yeah, Lindsey Graham can just shush. Yeah. And again, with the 5 of Pentacles, I'm seeing people being left out in the cold. The American people can see what's going on right now, and they don't like it. They're not stepping up. They're not standing up, and they're not going to get voted in. And they keep forgetting that it's like some of the town halls, the people told them, we're going to vote you out. You left. We're going to vote you out. So they need to take responsibility. So yeah, I do think that more will, but they may be moving away internally too, but they might be running into opposition also in the legislative branch, which is not good. So it's just not. All right. So what else we have here? Okay. Pegasus. Okay. Are all Republicans bribed or blackmailed by Trump, Putin since 2015? Probably. I'm not going to say no. So, what's this? Yeah, that's good, T-Lin. Yeah, we don't like him. we love Canada. Or I sure do. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else. Okay, so I'm looking at this. All right, I'll pull some cards on this. Let's go. Let's get into it. Bribed or blackmailed? All right, we'll use these. Yeah. Use the old school. This feels really far away from me. I moved in here. I'm not used to doing this anymore, so it's kind of, I have to get used to my table. Again. And the microphone, hope my sound is all right. Yes, we are all Earthlings first. That is correct. We are. All right. Are they all blackmailed? Well, I think some are. Lindsey Graham, something's going on. I mean, what? They were showing this morning on TV for him. Hi, Teresa. Welcome. And judgment reversed. Oh, but they're all reversed. Okay. I have to turn them around. Nope. They're all reversed. They're not reversed. Okay. I don't like to do it if they're all reversed. All right. So we have judgment. So yes. Okay. Wait, I got to get these questions. All right. All right. So yeah, so judgment is happening. He's worried about what 45 thinks of him. He's worried about what the American people think of him, the MAGA people. And then, of course, they released all of the prisoners from January 6th. So they're running rampant, which is awful. And we have the moon. So it is kind of a mystery. Like, I think some of them are wondering, well, if I stand up to him, would I get away with it or would I be targeted? So it's just, they're not sure what to do. There's that mystery in there. And then with the 5 of Cups. So there is a loss, but they're also forgetting about what is good here with the 2 of Cups. There's still some cups standing. They could still save the country if they wanted to. They could still do it. There's still hope. But, you know, they've got to move past all of this craziness. All right, so 9 of Pentacles. So everything could be okay if they did it, but I think they're also in here is money also. And okay, no, I'm going somewhere else with this. Different track. All right, yeah, there's money in here. It is possible that there is money being given to their campaigns if they follow him, if they stay on target. And so they're happy as long as they're doing everything that he says. Some of them are. But then there's the 9 of Wands over here. And we notice this guy's kind of battered over here. But this one's holding the line. So there are some that are, again, like we just talked about in the other reading, there are some that are trying to hold the line and trying to do the right thing. There always are. But their voices are not as loud as the awful ones. We know who they are. But, all right, let's see. I wonder, the next cards I want to pull, I'm thinking, will there be, let's look, I mean, we looked at the breakthrough before, but let's look again. Yeah, Ace of Swords. So just like in the last reading, I got the Ace of Swords. 8 of Wands. Let's see, you must be holding this upside down. Okay, so, all right. So yeah, have an Ace of Swords. So I think some will still break away with the 8 of Wands. This usually indicates something coming in quickly, or it's like an activation, or something switches and gets turned on and people start making those changes. But there's a 10 of wands still in here, and there's still that burden. And it's because, they want to hold their seats. But again, I don't understand why people want to hold seats if they're not willing to do the work. They're not willing to legislate. So for all that they are complaining and lying about the federal employees who actually do the work, the executive branch does more work than the legislative branch, from what I can see, since they seem to do nothing. My personal pet peeve. Just saying. And I know for a fact that the executive branch works because I used to work in it. All right. So I get kind of peeved, and I get kind of mad when people pick on federal employees too. And it used to make me mad, like when I was out here before, like in 2023 and 24. I got in trouble in 23 in somebody's feed. I didn't mean to. It was misunderstood, but I was getting kind of mad at people picking on and not understanding the situation with civil servants. And it is very brutal to constantly being lied about and have people hate you and have no idea what you do. And, so to me, that has been hard. So, and I couldn't say anything, but it came out wrong, and I got yelled at, but I didn't mean it that way. But anyway, all right, let's go. Look, for me, it was just personal, a little bit more personal. Okay, so T-Lynn was making a point here and said, Ontario Premier on CTV, I can't talk, this morning clarified it's 45 and not the American people creating the problem. Very true. And we appreciate that, because we don't like that this is happening here. All right, please try to put questions in all caps so that I can tell it's a question. Because I'm having a hard time. Okay, here's T-Lynn. Got another question in here. Leanna has a question. I'm going to grab these, but it's harder for me to ascertain if they are questions or not. Yeah, President. Yeah, liar, liar, pants on fire. Okay. Yes, and to me, it's still the Gulf of Mexico, so too bad. I'm a creature of habit. I'm going to call it the Gulf of Mexico. Just because Google Maps changed it doesn't mean anything, and an executive order doesn't mean anything either for that. So sorry, you need agreement with everyone else. I see, T-Lynn, you're fine. I gotcha. I was just recommending, that's all. All right. With 45's greed, do you think he'd help Russia get Ukraine for those mineral rights? Okay. And yes, I do believe that there's definitely something in there about that. And I do not want Ukraine to give Donald Trump, Krasnov, any mineral rights. We do not need that. That's another weird quid pro quo kind of thing. We don't need that. We don't need those. I don't think so. But yeah, the whole thing is just dirty. And I'm extremely mad about it. Of course. It's hard not to be. It's just all kinds of crazy. I'm calling him Donna from here on out. If the Republicans started manipulating votes back during Bush Corps. Yes, Teresa. Yes. And I'm so happy to have everyone here as I restart my channel. So make sure you're liking and subscribing to help me get back. So yes, you will. All right, let's see. All right, let's take a look. I'm going to use my golden tarot, which is very, it's like a sort of a Slavic tarot. It's going to be similar. All right, let's see. Is that his plan? You'll see. Conald. Ooh, that's a good one. All right. Okay, these are not going to be. Ooh, sorry. I'm going to bring this up. Sorry about that. All right. Here, I need water. Excuse me, my throat is so dry. I don't know what's going on. All right. I never seem to know. All right. All right. What do we have? We've got the Nine of Swords. Yeah. So this is a really big concern for Zelensky, who is a hero I respect greatly. And we have the Magician. So yeah, this just kind of this feels to me like it's definitely Krasnov trying to work some kind of magic, but he tanked that, and I think they knew they were going to tank that on Friday when that happened. They just wanted to pick a fight with him. Why would he sign anything if you're going to treat him that way? They were insulting him from the moment he got there. It was despicable. Very terrible. And the Six of Swords. So there's a moving on. Like right now, it just feels kind of like Zelensky is just sort of moving on and trying not to worry about this right now. He's working with the EU at the moment. They're being of great assistance and supporting them. And with the Star, there is some hope. So this has gone into a Zelensky reading, but that's, I think, where we are with this. So they have some hope. There's going to get renewed assistance from Europe and Canada. The Queen of Wheels here. So this is our queen. This is security. This is my Queen of Pentacles. So they're beginning to feel a little bit better, a little bit more secure. My own spidey sense does say that 45 was going to do something weird with that. And I'm wondering if part of that minerals deal didn't have something to do with why Putin wanted that land in the first place. It could be. I don't know what kind of minerals that they're trying to get. I don't know what the precious minerals are. If anyone knows, please let me know in chat. You got Temperance, which is similar to the Star over here, where we've got, water. Knight of Swords, that's my warning card, and the Moon again. So yeah, there is a little bit of a hidden mystery or danger in the situation, definitely for Ukraine. And this guy is coming in too fast. So it's what happened on Friday was really bad, and they're, just, I guess it's not a deep way of saying it. It was really bad, but it was really, really bad. It was really awful. And so they're kind of trying to get on solid ground, Ukraine is, and figure out what to do next. But there is danger because of Krasnov. And what is he going to do next? Will they be able to salvage that deal? I don't know. I don't know how good that deal would be. I don't know how that deal, personally, I'm not sure how that deal, other than I guess they would give weapons and money to Ukraine. Out of that, I don't know. I was trying to figure out how that, I don't really, it's not really, I'm mad about that. That's not a good benefit for them either, because those precious minerals is like the nation's riches. It's there. I don't know. I just think it's a nasty deal. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't like it at all for Ukraine. I didn't want him to sign it anyway. I just thought it was bad in that sense. And now you're beholden. And I hated that F-45 was trying to almost make Zelensky bow to him or something. And it just was gross. It was so gross. Oh, it was terrible. You're going through your movie collection box to give to a friend tomorrow. Oh, that's nice view. But yeah, it's just really yicky. Yes. Well, I don't know. Yes, I'm a British and French, believe it or not. But I have Ukrainian as well in mine. So Slava Ukraine. So it's in my tree. So in my DNA. All right, let's see. All right. So I was going to look at, I did the tariffs and higher prices. I had some other stuff I didn't get to yesterday. All right, I got the ambush. Okay. I want to look at Doge, the future of Leon Husk. And I want to know if they're still going to be around dismantling the government as they are, because it's literally all of this stuff that's happening is very illegal. The closing of the agencies, the firing of the employees, the breaking of the contracts. So, like I said at the beginning of the show, they're putting contractors out of work. The Washington, D.C. region is, we've got Northern Virginia, we have Maryland, we have D.C., and West Virginia. New people that came in to work from West Virginia on the train. So this whole area around here is intertwined in this. And then you've got contractors and their companies. And so I'm telling you, this is going to blow up pretty soon. And the housing market is going to get hit. The economy around here is going to go nutso. Just in this region alone. And there's, employees and contractors all over the country. And in my old job, I was onboarding contractors for somebody's contract, and they were all over the country. There were people all over the country. And so all this stuff about people have to come into the office, this is really going to be a mess. So I want to know if these people are still going to be around. All right, so let's look at them. Ooh, what can I use for them? All right, I'm going to use a golden tarot. Yep. Me too. I have a little bit in there. Order troops to Russia. I don't think he would order troops to go to Russia. No, I doubt that. I can tell you right now. Probably not. Oh, Wall Street is already tanking. Not surprised. Yeah, this whole thing is messing with the economy, and not just here, but everywhere. So it's going to hit people in different regions, especially in 2 to 3 months. They're saying Social Security is going to get hit. And that's all, of course, thanks to the douche group and Husk. All right. I want to see what their future looks like. They need to go away. Because I've had about all I can put up with. Oh. Well, I don't know if I can answer that one yet. Pegasus, I'm still waiting to hear what happened there myself. I'm not sure how many people participated. That one's a hard one. Okay, we have the sun. Well, actually, the sun is not a bad thing in this one. All right. So, Page of Cups. So, good news maybe coming up in that. I think I know what you're getting at, Rose Blue. Yes, Department of Government embezzlement. All right. So, this might be good news here in that something's going to give. And of course, the legislative branch is trying to pull in whoever's running the Department of Government embezzlement, which is true. And they really are. And they're breaking the contracts, and he's trying to take them on himself, which is blatantly illegal. You can't do that. The contract didn't go to you. It was competed, and it went to Verizon for the FAA thing. So Ace of Cups. So now we do have some good news and victory. What on earth on this? I looked at that. I swear it almost said MAGA on it. And I almost died. Or maybe it's Omega. I don't know. Okay. But all right. Ace of Cups. So we have maybe we'll have a moment of peace when we start finding out, because it's not transparent. We have to find out what it is they are doing. So with the 8 of coins, it's gonna take time. There's gonna be a lot of work to fix everything that they've broken to. And I feel like sunshine will be we'll shine the light on everything that's going on. We'll finally find out what's going on in there and what they're doing. And then with the 4 of Cups, there are some that are worried. I think it does feel to me, again, I'm back to the legislative branch, that some of these people don't want to step on F-45's toes or husk at this point. They don't want to get into it. They're going to want to pull back, basically, and not let us see what's going on there. But I asked about the future, and I'm not getting that. I think I have to do a few more pulls on it to get there. 5 of Coins. Okay, good. King of Coins. King of Cups. Ooh, 2 different kings going on here. So with the 5 of Coins, this is sort of where they're put out. Maybe they're going to get pushed out. Maybe once they find out what's going on, because the judges are trying to get to the truth about whether or not this is legit in the first place and who the hell is running it. And I'm sure that this lady who they claimed was running it had no idea that she was running Doge. She was probably, what? What do you mean? And that's probably not accurate. Well, I'm not looking at time, Teresa, on here. I don't really do time. Time is kind of hard for me. So it's just, it could be, you could read it that way. But to me, it just feels like there's people that are just don't really want to get into it. They're trying to stay out of the fray. But with the King of Cups, we have honesty over here, and then we've got influence. So this guy is the money dude. So I guess you could call this Leon over here. And then, but the King of Cups. Okay. I feel like this is making me feel a lot more like the American people, the government workers, the people who are feeling the pain and they want, but in here we've got that. There's a boat in here in the water. There's a bunch of sailboats. This guy's sail isn't even down. People are kind of like stuck out waiting. So we're waiting for a resolution. We're waiting for them to go. They should be out. They don't belong there. With the 5 of Coins, they do not belong in the government doing anything. Knight of Swords again. So yeah. All right. Well, it's this one is bringing me to where we still have to be on the lookout because there's going to be a lot of damage still. So one more page of wands, more information. So yeah, people, and again, this also comes back to us, to the citizens, and we need to continue to make noise about it to make it go away. So they're still going to be, unfortunately, with us for a little bit, but I do get that there should be out. So boy, this is dark. Get a little brighter. Okay. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. Making people come in and testify. Yes, they are. Once they figure out who's supposed to be in there, they're going to get them in there, and they better show up. Okay. Let me get rid of that one. All right. Let's see. What are your comments in here? Let's see what we have. All right. I had some more of your questions. This one. I did this one. Okay. There was this question. Do any Dems and Repubs get along in Congress or Senate? Yeah, I think probably some do. Who was it? Was it Lawler and Muskowitz, I think, who were working together? And there were some others that were working on the immigration one that they had that F-45 interfered in. I don't know what to call him. I've got all these different names. I hate saying his name. So you'll hear me until I figure out which one sticks. I'll be using different ones. Yeah, I think some of them do. All right. Let's see. I don't know if I know how the corporations feel yet. That one's hard for me. It's kind of economy, even though I was sort of touching on that, but I'm not as knowledgeable about the economy. I was like, maybe I'll learn now that I don't have to work anymore. Okay. Yes, they are making people come in and testify. Krasnov. Yes, that's what I've been calling him. So, all right. Let me go back to my banners over here then. Oops, not that one. All right. So I was back to Putin. I was going to ask about him escalating in Europe after what happened on Friday. And I kind of feel like he's going to get a little bit crazier. All right, let's see. I'm going to use this. Let's take another look. Yes, people do need to turn out. I have 10 more minutes. Then I'll get off. Just have to keep pressing record and getting back out here so people can find me again. So, all right. All right. Is he going to escalate in Europe now? Ugh. All right. Will he escalate things? Now he's waiting to find out what F-45 is going to do with Ukraine as well. Ooh, 5 of Cups. No, I'm turning these right. Doesn't feel right to me. Okay. Again, we've got the 5 of Cups. So he's still not doing that great against Ukraine, no matter what. Right now, Ukraine is still holding their own. So it's not going his way, really. But he's looking, to me, this feels like all the other countries he could grab a hold of again. Like he's going to be trying to, he may want to, because he's trying to rebuild Russia, the USSR. So he wants all these other countries back. And everybody's sort of going to be, Europe's going to be in the way, not letting him. With temperance over here. Yeah, he's just sort of 1 foot in, 1 foot out, looking, waiting for the next moment. You know, we've got the crown over here and the sunshine. So he's looking to make himself, I mean, he already is in Russia, the dictator over there, but he's looking at other lands. It's weird because I've never read temperance this way. This is just, I don't know, coming at it from a different angle, I guess. Again, Europe does need to remain aware and vigilant and on top of everything. They need to continue to pay attention to what Putin is doing, the movements of the USA now and Russia, and what happens with Ukraine. We can no longer be trusted. I can't even believe. I feel like I'm going to be sick. Just saying that. Oh, it's awful, awful feeling. But I have judgment over here. So decisions are going to need to be made when it comes to him. I think the devil. Another 4 of Cups and the 2 of Swords. So yeah, decisions, judgment, determinations. He is basically that. He can't let go of this need to have USSR back. He just can't seem to let it go. It's his addiction. He wants it back. But Europe is not interested in this. When I get the Four of Cups in this one, they're just not. They don't want to go there, and they're going to do everything they can to block him. And these Three of Cups are standing. He's not interested in this one. I guess I kind of see that one in a lot of different ways. But it just feels like nobody wants this. And then again, used to call that a fork in the road, but I don't want to call it that. So no. Nope. Oh yeah. And then his dealings with F-45. Oh God. I can't even believe my readings are looking at this stuff. So I can't believe it. Ugh, it's just terrible. It really is. It's just heartbreaking that this is where we are. That any of this is happening. All right. Okay. Well, do you guys have anything else for me? Because I'm about to get going. That was depressing, that last one. Yes, they did steal those countries previously. Oh, yeah. Good point. Let's see. What are we saying in here? My hair is like, I'm curling it differently, and it's just blowing in my face. Judges are ruling, yes. A friend of mine sells gold, and she said yesterday it was so busy. Oh. All right, let's see. You look at your comments in here. Oh, he owes Russia, and they let him know it. Yeah. Pull this off. Yeah. And then Leanna was saying, I think soon people will be holding back their money out of fear. So boycotting won't be an issue. No one will be. Yes, it's true. I mean, the prices are going up and we won't see it right away because my nose is red. I've had allergies. Doesn't look good. Okay. Yeah, it won't be out until spring. Okay. And Rose Blue said they're making people come in and testify. Yes. And yes, people need to turn out. Raskin interview on Talking Fed said we can't litigate our way out of this. He's correct. I'm in his district too. I get to vote for Jamie Raskin all the time. So my pleasure. Wonder how bad this has to get before yes. And he should be removed. That's the other option. If the Democrats can get the House and the Senate, they can take him out. And Vance should be impeached as well, especially for what he did in the office the other day. It's awful. And then let's see, T-Lynn saying they stole those countries previously, not like they were originally part of Russia. Catherine the Great gave land to immigrants to settle it, so it wouldn't be so easy for invaders to take it again. Oh, yeah. Thank you for that information. Oh, it's him ordering our troops over there. Oh, yeah. No, that won't happen. We won't fight. I don't see that. I don't think so. Mr. Target's reading. Yeah. I don't see that happening, though. The American military will not be fighting on the side of Russia against Ukraine. They won't. I don't believe that'll happen. I don't believe that will happen. And when you're saying huge American, if Germans from Russia that came from that region. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm not doing personal readings right now, Rose. I haven't gotten to those yet. Okay. Will Dems get House before 2026? No, I don't think so. I mean, unless there's some kind of, does someone have a special election going on? Oh, yeah. Will he order? I mean, he could try, but I don't think it will go. So I don't know. I think the point is it's considered, but military declines because they're oath. Yeah. So the whole thing is upside down. I mean, everything that's going on is it's just so not American. And like I said at the beginning of the video, there's going to be a breaking point. This stew is boiling and he keeps doing things and you keep tossing stuff in it and leaving the heat on, and it's eventually going to boil over. And the American public's getting mad as it is, and something's going to give, and he's making enemies out of our allies. And I mean, something's going to give. I can't say what, but it could come from any direction is what I'm thinking. And he's going to pay a price. So I don't know. But I mean, this country can only take so much. And when people see veterans getting hurt and the elderly, and it's gonna knock people out of their comfort zones. And with these tariffs, I mean, there's so much going on that there will be blowback. And I just don't know. I'm not sure what that's going to look like yet. I just know that it's coming, and I could feel it kind of this morning. I sort of think about what's going on, and then I get an overwhelming sense of, oh, that's what's coming. So I just wanted to pass that on to you today. But I think it'll be okay in the end. That part I did not say. I think it will be okay in the end. I think we will hold the country. So I'm not giving up on this country, and my oath won't allow me to. I have an oath to the Constitution, and I'm not giving it up. And we're going to get back. And I don't believe we're going to go down that way. It's bad right now, but we will get through it. And the people need to be heard. And that's what's going to do it. So I know I hate living like, 2 seats in Florida. Good. All right. Well, you never know. If that happens, that would be good. I see more 2026, but I'm going to have to look deeper into that, and I need to pay attention to what's going on so I could get a real feel into the energy of the situation, because I can't really do it when blindly. I mean, and I did a show once with somebody, and they asked me about someone running for an office. I'd never heard of the person in my life, and I couldn't read on it. I didn't know. And people in the comments were like, oh, somebody else could have done this. And I'm like, how am I supposed to read on someone I don't even know who they are? I don't know who they are. And it just I can't read on them. I don't have their energy. So I don't know who they are. I don't know what they stand for. I don't know anything about them. So I don't know. It's different than doing for me, politics is different than when I'm doing personal stuff and mediumship. It's a little different. I can do mediumship with the politics a little more now. I'm allowing myself to get the energy with it, but I do have to have a little bit of information to get me into the energy. So anyway, the guardrails are that we're supposed to prevent. Oh, I don't know. All right, everybody. Well, it's been an hour, and I appreciate everybody coming in. I'll set up another show tomorrow. Just going to keep getting out here and get back into it again. And well, since I'm retired, I don't have work to do now. This is it. So it's you. So yeah. So please like and subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and comment below if you want to give me your thoughts. And all the videos are back up, and we're just going to go. No fear. Reject it. No fear. We're going to get out and we're going to fight. Love America and Canada and our neighbors and our allies and Ukraine and democracy and all that, and people's right to choose and live their lives. And I want freedom. So, all right. Resistance. Yes. And rebellion. So I'm serious though. I'm serious. I know I'm giggling, but I'm serious. So, all right, you guys, see you tomorrow.